I know those guys. Down. You guys, it's going to take a lot of work.
How cool is it?
They all need it. We have a computer. And tutors will come there. She'll be there for 5 hours. Bring kids up.
Makes sense.
You know most Philadelphia. We take the sales. We were about to 80 million.
I end up going to Philadelphia.
It's too expensive.
Good. You're talking 4X.
Yeah, if you're buying 4 or 5 of them, like it's coffee. I told him Starbucks said
15 minutes later.
You gotta be able to,
All his stuff.
Everything's
And everybody else.
you can't go in there and say, I want a latte.
Starbucks,
I'll say this.
He's so serious. He's so serious.
They're all like.
Want lemon?
We have a lemon on fire up the app and not often. Very good.
Is this one as good as the original?
Good deal. Let's go, man.
The only one I've ever been to is one. It's good. It's all about efficient. They don't have a drive-thru. They have an order. You cannot order it. You mobile order.
So you don't even slow down. Oh, Lord. So you get the cars going to.
Colorado, you're.
You're right. I mean, that is all about these like these.
They're not, they have, like,
I walk in there. I don't have.
well, they don't open. Just think, two please.
I'm not,
Free.
and then I'm just gonna send them the pictures.
The Snell's,
Other people.
I mean, we have so many people at home.
Oh, he embraced you.
You go there 24/7.
Social media.
One on Knox, especially.
My favorite thing to do. Parking lot has all of them. It's basically the only time ever not seen it.
We got a picture last year with it snowed. Somebody went up, there wasn't a car track or anything. Christmas tree lights on, so they were listening off. It was so gorgeous.
Yeah, it was like the vanilla sky scene.
Yeah.
It's like nobody there, but it only happens once a year.
So when we're in Dallas for Christmas, we go Christmas Day. So all day Christmas Day, you're at home. If you go, they had a fire pit. And it's so much fun. So we have friends on these. Down.
I had a funny story. I get trying to buy it. And then like I saw it and they didn't want to, they just wanted to sell the spot. So I didn't think about an ice house. And it wasn't months later. Yeah.
5,000.
Remember, you spent like 400 grand or something on the build out?
It had no percent. But we had a
Groundlings, right?
yes, we had a rope. No options. Within 5 years, you'll be something. We ran the price. $82. Lucky dogs.
Yeah.
Together.
Okay, so you had that when it burned.
That was part of our
Original groundlings.
purchase.
You've been doing it, Mike.
That was a thing called.
Right now.
Yeah, it became that breakfast.
Yeah, company cafe. And so company cafe was paying 5,000.
I remember that jet set.
Right now. But it's getting-
Gotta bring some.
I just was thinking, Robert's got. It just looked like
Right.
that's what it was.
So we tried to get that jet set sign.
It went up.
Yeah. Well, me and Corey Duhon, the place that he operates out of right now, we bought that building. Had a shark on the side. Yeah, so I bought it with this originally. That was for my company. And I did for,
Yeah, they're leaving the rack.
probably 5 years.
I went in there by your.
Wasn't it? Yeah, check that.
Yeah. You're up on.
Yeah, we were on the second, we're the whole second.
Yeah.
I had the whole second floor, and I did it with him, and we tried to get the guy, the ambulance chaser, to sell the shark. The shark was on top of that building.
I did.
And then he wouldn't sell it. Like, everybody noticed that building.
Does he have that whole building now?
He's owned it. He bought me out, bought Port West Scott. And then, he owns it, but he doesn't own buildings. Yeah. I stayed in it. All the houses. Well, and it was. And then she bought it.
That's the problem, you know.
That was a pay $1 million to try to get out of it. Both sides.
Well, the West Coast are still in there. They didn't move that.
Well, but she just wanted.
Katie Harry.
She wanted like 6 months later. She bought it. So she has a $1 million house there. And they made big drag. I love it.
We always have.
That's-
But the black room.
That's black and tan, all the days, that's right up the top of black.
Yeah, they're shopping center.
Yeah, they call it 30.
It's like a 20-story building.
Yeah, but not the older one. The black Lincoln deal, the black one, not that one. It's the one in the.
Yeah.
I office in the 90 and that's my whole office. Last time I saw him, it's like a second home. I'm going soon. And he walks out. I work out some. All summer. Like I wear like. Yeah. Hey, you really dressed up for the alcohol today. What are you dining here? In there also. He's got it, yeah. He's got it. And it's old school. Older. There. That's where home is. Kevin Gowan. And,
You had that with Acorn.
I met him, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I see him. Yeah.
Hollywood, yeah. Is he big?
Let's see that.
It is.
I'll stand up. Bought a bunch of, he inherited a bunch of properties. Yeah, it is, it's a single LP fund.
Okay. Injuries, really not a whole lot to mention. McColl's thumb, he hurt in the first half. I thought Kadarius did a nice job stepping in for him in the punt game. I thought the crowd was great, tonight, and we've just got to do a better job. I thought our defense played tremendous football, aggressive. Had all those sacks in the first half. Chris Jones had a nice game. Second half, first half, the offense played well. And then the second half, we didn't play well. So we'll get that straight. And too many penalties, they're hurting us. And our drives, turnovers in the red zone, and then drops. So we've just got to take care of business here. I've got guys that I know. They're obviously playing their hearts out the best they possibly can, and they'll keep working at it, and we'll get these two halves equaled here as we go forward. But again, we had no points, which is obvious to you, but no points in the second half. We got to take care of that. All right, with that, time's yours.
The third straight game you haven't scored in the second half. What is it about the second half?
Yeah, Adam, I think we're kind of shooting ourselves in the foot. I've got to do a better job helping out with that. And then, my guys have got to do the same thing. So we've all got to pick it up a notch there the second half. We're just not as sharp there. We'll work on that. No, I don't think so. I think, penalties or drive stoppers, guys that I've seen catch before didn't necessarily make the catch. I mean, these are good players and we're okay. We just got to get that straight. You're playing a good football team. I mean, they've done a heck of a job there with that football team. And so, you play a good team. You can't lose a turnover battle. I mean, they're undefeated when they win the turnover battle. So, and then you add the penalties to it, a couple of drops to it. So we got to take care of that.
And you had the number of drops that you referred to, but also it's like the number of players and the receiver just weren't quite on the same page. Are you surprised this late in the season after bye that?
Yeah, I think they were on the same page. We were maybe off a tick, but we'll, they're on the same. They know the route they're running and how to run it, and God knows where to go with it. We got to do a better job of connecting on it.
What did you sense that Philly was doing to take Travis out of the game? Did you sense the frustration there?
I didn't feel the frustration other than not with him not getting the ball because he was all in there with that. He had a couple catches there down the stretch. So, in the second half, he's got to do a little better job there.
And how concerned are you with this? Is going to be treadmill for halfway through the season?
Yeah, I'm not sure I buy all that. I mean, I've seen teams change things around quick in this league. So we got to take care of business there and get it done. So I'm not standing here having to talk to you guys about this. I want to get it right, and so I'm a part of that too.
Coach, in Germany, I asked you about it, you're talking about it now. Is that something that you're seeing on film that they may continue to do that they haven't worked out just yet?
Yeah, so penalties, normally you can take care of those things on certain penalties. And we've just got to do that. We've got to make sure that we're taking care of the penalties that are our problem and not, and you don't put it in the hands of the officials there. You don't want to do that. So, but we just got to take care of business there.
Don't you know the nature of talking about penalties with the false start tree was a bit puzzling to a lot of people. Did you get a satisfactory?
I didn't get it. No, I didn't. I mean, they said, I don't know, they dipped his rear end. I mean, he does that a lot. So that's not the first time. I mean, centers do that. So they look around, but I'll look at it. I got that and a different answer from someone else. So anyways, that's what it is. Yeah, well, we did tonight. Yeah. So it's mainly the health part. I mean, he had a great week of practice. I've been cautious with him with his knee. We upped his load this week, and he handled it. Yeah, did a good job.
Coach, what you saw on the turnovers, it looked like Travis had the ball put away. It was a good punch. What did you see on the interception?
Yeah, they did a good job with him. They made the play. So, they made the play. I mean, I can put the guys in better spots there too. So, but the bottom line was they made the play. So. Yeah, we didn't. We probably didn't sustain our control of their defensive line that second half. We didn't have as good a run production. So it wasn't really anything that they did necessarily, other than us just executing better.
Two sacks. He seemed to be playing with a lot of fire tonight. And he and Steve both combined.
Yeah. I thought they did a heck of a job. Those are two of the best receivers around, so I thought they did a heck of a job.
All right.
Yeah.
Patrick,
I mean, simple is we just got to be better in the second half. I mean, all season long, we haven't played great football in the second half. So we have to continue to work. Obviously, had a pretty good first half running the football, but got to find a way to finish games offensively.
something consistent with the second half, and obviously it's pretty straight with us.
I mean, not necessarily. I mean, today it was penalties and just miscues. But yeah, we've got to find ways to score at the end of the day. Defense is playing great football, has been all year. Offense, we got to find ways to finish football games.
Patrick, you talked about running the football. I think J.E.H.A got off to a quick start.
They came up and they forced us to throw the football, and we didn't answer the bell. I didn't make good enough passes in certain situations, and we have to prove that we can do both. We can't be just running, can't be just passing. We have to prove that we can do both, and that's something we have to continue to work on as the season continues. Yeah, I mean, they know I'm gonna keep firing it. That's just who I am. I'm gonna fire it to the guy who's open, and they're usually they're gonna make the plays. I mean, it happens. I mean, I threw an interception in the red zone if I just flattened J.E.H.A off. That didn't just lose the game. I mean, there was a lot of stuff that happened throughout the game, and so you just gotta keep firing.
Patrick, are you finding at all that the receivers are just not quite as much on the same page as you hope by this time of year? Because there seems to be a few plays every game where it's going different directions.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's just me and the receiver. I think offensively, we're just not where I would want to be at this point in the season, and that's everybody. Starts with me. I got to make better throws at certain times. We have to continue to move the ball down the field and just be more consistent thoroughly throughout the game.
What about Watson? You targeted him 11 times. I think he 5 catches. What was it that they weren't doing, I guess, that allowed him to be so much open for them? He was like UBS could.
Yeah, I mean, they were doing a good job of trying to do whatever they could to take Travis away and the run game away, and so other guys have to step up and make plays. And today that was J.E.H.A, and so he made a lot of good plays in the game, and we'll continue that as we continue throughout the season.
Hey, Patrick, on that last throw to Marquez, down to Scantling, how much regret do you have with the fact that it didn't work out? You had to play, you had to do more.
Yeah, I mean, I have no regret. I mean, they triple teamed Travis, so I went to the guy that won downfield, and Marquez won. He just didn't come away with the ball. I mean, I could probably throw a little bit shorter. He was that open. So, yeah, you just got to continue to try to get better and better. Defense is keeping us in games, and if we can find a way to just get a little bit better as an offense, we're going to win a lot of these games.
After the third quarter, you had a couple of throws down the field, one to MVS, one to Watson. That guys seemed like maybe a little bit off kilter. What did you see on those two plays?
Yeah, they brought a cover zero on the one to MVS, and he won, but it was kind of running towards the sideline. So I tried to put some air on it to let him turn around and catch it. Obviously, with the slick field, didn't work out. And then the one to Watson, I think if I stretch my drop a little bit and put some air on the football, we can get it. I mean, he beat a great corner. But those are the little things in the second half you have to be better at, and you can't miss those shots.
What gives you
Yeah, I mean, I know how hard the guys work at the end of the day. And you see it. I mean, the first half, you could see the guys moving down the field. You could see we've had spurts where we've played good football offensively. But all you can do is go to work and try to get better and better. Obviously, I'm disappointed we lost today. I like a lot of the guys in the everybody in the locker room. And so guys will come back to work and knowing we're going to play a tough Raiders team this next week on a short week, and we have to find a way to win against a division opponent. Yeah, I mean, we just usually play the game whatever the game dictates. If they're taking away the running game, we pass it, and if they're letting us run the football, we run it. That's just how we've worked throughout my career, and we haven't done it consistent enough offensively to be the offense that we want to be. But like I said, all we can do is work at it and try to get better and better, and try to play our best football going into the playoffs.
One more. Do you have any that the second half performances will continue to go further?
I mean, I don't have any concern because I'm going to do whatever I can to play the best football I can. I know the other guys are going to do the same. And if you have concern, then you don't win football games. And so I believe in the guys that we have in the locker room, and we'll come to work with that mentality of we're going to find a way to fix it.
Patrick, so much is made about this game being football rematch, but in the grand scheme of things, how tough was it?
I mean, that's a great football team. So we played, I thought, a great game. Obviously, offensively in the second half, we didn't play well, but the defense did a great job against a great team, and we were putting them in a lot of bad situations. And so, there's positives you can find. I'll watch film and find them tomorrow. But at the same time, we went up against one of the best, if not the best, NFC team, and we were this close. And I mean, in the NFL, if you don't make those plays in those big moments, in the red zone and in those 2-minute drills, then you lose. And we didn't. That's what we did today.
All right, thank you.
What up, boss?
Trent, what did you observe in the second half from a defensive standpoint?
Yeah.
Didn't allow you guys to pull on them.
Yeah. Man, I think it really just came down to just 2 big plays. We limit those explosive plays. I feel like the outcome of the game could have been a little different, but man, the guys rallied. That's for sure. No matter what happened, no matter how many big plays they had, the defense kept coming back, kept fighting, and that's something I'm proud of.
You guys held A.J. Brown to only 1 catch tonight. What is it, do you think, with this defense, you guys are able to be successful against those wide receiver ones?
Man, we got L.J. Snead. Man, he followed him the whole game, and like you said, he got 1 catch. So when you got a DB like that can just go out and cover their best receivers, it makes it easy for the rest of us, really.
How frustrating is it as a defensive player when you guys are doing the job time and again offensively, especially in the second half? The offense can't extend the lead. They had 4 drives where they had to lead the ball and get no points. How hard is it to keep the mindset positive in those spots?
Yeah, man, that's football. It's a team sport. So unfortunately, as the offense is doing great and defense isn't doing good, like everything's got to work cohesively. So really, I think just the players that we have and the coaching staff and kind of just the mindset that this defense has instilled in each other. We're always confident, we're always positive, and we always have this mindset that no matter what, we can get the job done. And I mean, Pat, he can make plays, so defense definitely is like, just give him the ball back and we should be good. So that's always the mindset for us.
When you have 2 sacks, how much you relish those opportunities?
Yeah, it's great. I think my last sack was last year against the Broncos, so excited I can get 2 tonight, but huge credit to Coach Spags. I mean, his game plan and his game calling was huge tonight, and he showed a lot of different looks. I was messing up their offense, so I thought he did a great job and allowed for us to get a lot of plays on the ball and sacks at that.
You remember ever having 2 sacks in a game?
No, sir, never. I think my first sack came in the NFL, so definitely a first, but hopefully I can get some more, that's for sure.
Talk about the job Chris did tonight.
One more time, sorry.
Talk about the job that Chris Jones did.
Yeah, man, Chris Jones is one of those guys that can make a difference each and every down. And as you saw, I think he had two sacks tonight, which is huge, and he controlled the inside, which was great against the run. And somebody like that, I feel like offenses really got a game plan. Offensive line's got to see where 95 is, and so he opens up a lot of lanes for our linebackers, and definitely makes it a lot easier for the DBs to go out there and cover.
It was played right after Travis fumbled in the red zone. You guys come out and the Eagles threw a little bubble screen out to the side. The ball got knocked up in the air.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see the ball go up into the
I did.
Yeah.
I was trying. Literally after the play, I looked at LJ. I was like, man, that one hurt. Like I should have got that one, but yeah, I saw it. I was going for it for sure.
I'm sure you've got against MVS plenty in practice, stuff like that. When he's got a step on that deep post like the game, are you thinking that's 6 and that's the ball game right there?
Man, honestly, there was a lot of plays out there that I thought were 6. I mean, our offense is explosive. Patrick gets the ball out, identifies the defense, and makes really good reads. So anytime there's time on the clock at the end of the game, I know as a defensive player, I'm thinking we're scoring every time. So he showed that in the past, and, football is football. Not everything is perfect, and things happen, but I know we're definitely going to come back from that with a strong mindset for sure.
Trent, you've had a few games this season where you caused fumbles. Today you had one.
Mm-hmm.
Is that something that you've been working on throughout?
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely an emphasis that Coach Spags has put on us. I mean, if you guys look back at training camp, Kel's got in a few fights with the defense, and that was all because we was punching at the ball. So that's definitely been an emphasis, man, going all the way back since my rookie year. Coach Spags always talks about it, and I always say, I got Coach Rod, and he actually played with Peanut Tillman. So just knowing that, kind of talking to him about stuff, that's definitely something that when I go to each game, I'm always kind of looking for.
Does this one sting more than the other two losses, or does every loss sting?
Man, every loss stings. I mean, especially when you come into an organization that they've been the top of the top. I know for one, I want to keep that standard and keep that tradition going. So anytime we can't pull it out, it's frustrating. It sucks, but some we can clean up, some we can learn from, and got to just move on from it.
Was it as simple as them going to the screen game and establishing the run a little bit more? You guys had 5 sacks in the first half and weren't able to get to Jalen in the second.
Yeah, did a little different things, started throwing some screens, changing up their run game, which it was able to hit for them, was successful. So definitely some things defense got to go back, clean up, and look at. But, yeah, they just had a few good plays that they made more than us. Appreciate y'all. Yeah.
Should be Chris. You got an iPhone. Yeah. Okay. We can just airdrop it.
Without scoring. And they had, I think, 1 touchdown. Yeah.
Almost, yeah.
This is the third straight game.
Hey, you said it.
Oh, that's. Issue is one play at the bottom.
We can't.
I've just had that. I know the answer, but I had to ask him because he was asking. So
That's the bottom.
to be honest, that was 35 more seconds. 45. I just counted it.
Yeah, we got 6 yards.
Chris, what's the level of frustration right now?
I think it's more so self-reflecting. We can improve in a lot of areas. Look at the red zone defense. We talked about it all week. Go eagle formation, empty. Knew it was a quarterback draw. We got upfield, gave up the touchdown. It's a lot of things we can improve on. A lot of good football we left out there, and self-reflecting overall as a group. I think this is a growing moment for us as a team overall. Give us a lot to look at. Give us a lot to look at to improve and get better on.
The offense hasn't scored in the second half 3 straight games. Do you sense them getting frustrated on the sideline, during the week, anything like that? Or what do you see from that group?
I'm probably sure they're going to pick it up, man. We got a lot of young guys. And like I said, a lot of self-reflecting right now, man. being accountable, and that goes around, we got trust in those guys. We got a lot of playmakers on this team, especially offensive wise. So I think we'll continue to improve throughout the year, improve this week, mental errors, whatever it may be. I think that'll be the point of emphasis this week, and then we'll try to get it going next week.
In the second half, the offense had the ball 4 times. They could either extend it to a 2 or 3-score lead. How hard is it to stay up, stay positive when getting the ball back to the offense and the lead is remaining the same?
We got a lot of hope in Pat Mahomes and Andy Reid in this offense. They have scored a lot of points, and we never want to doubt them. We always have it back. We always trust we get them the ball back, that they have opportunity to score, and I don't think that's going to change after one game.
It seemed like when Pat got picked up in the end zone, he took that personally. He got 2 sacks on the next drive to get the ball right back, give the offense a chance to get the lead. Can you talk about why you guys were successful with the pass rush and how good it felt to get a sack again after a couple games without one?
I think overall we've been really good throughout the year as a pass rush as a unit. I think we got a lot of good guys taking rush the passer. We got George Karlaftis, Mike Dana, both got 6.5 sacks. So you look at the overall group and the success we've had as rushing the passer. I think that's not what we look forward to. I mean, what we're looking at. But if you put us in passing situations, I think we excel in that. I think more so stopping the run. I think they had over 120 on us today. So that's a point of emphasis towards this week. We got to, as much as we excel in pass rushing, we got to stop the run.
Chris, what was Aiden's message to you guys after the game?
Improvement, accountability. Can't drag it on. We got a big division game coming up. Oakland Raiders on a team that's been on the road since they got the new coach. So, can't hang our head on this, but we definitely can improve. We got a lot of improvement to do.
Chris, as a leader of the defense,
Listen, LJ's been holding his own all year, him and Trent. I think on the big one, we rushed 5. We got to get there as a defense. We know those guys are one-on-one, giving them more than 4 or 5 seconds to pat the ball. I think we put in the corners at harm. So definitely take it up on the D-line that we got to be better at that, especially when Spags is giving us all one-on-ones. But our corner's been doing a heck of a job all year of holding their own.
How about the job he did on A.J. Brown?
I mean, he's been doing a game in, game out. You look at the job he's done on Justin Jefferson in Minnesota. Snead's been answering the call all year. We put him on the best receiver week in and week out, and he's been holding his own.
You mentioned accountability a couple times, Chris, as one of the team leaders. How do you make sure that happens, that some of these young players are held accountable and everyone's on the same page moving forward?
I think it is to be voiced in the point of emphasis of the week. During the team meeting, you kind of want to establish that. What's the point of emphasis of this week? I think accountability would be one of them.
In the first half, you had the 5 sacks, holding the second. Is there anything in the second half you can put your finger on that you felt like?
The quarterback draw. Yeah.
Thanks, Chris.
Thank you.
That's it, guys.